What if I told you that millions of Americans willingly pay a company every year just for the privilege of shopping there? Not because they have to, not because it's convenient, and definitely not because it has the most luxurious stores. Yet somehow, this company has created one of the most loyal customer bases in the world. A place where people line up before opening, spend hundreds of dollars on things they never planned to buy, and leave feeling like they got the deal of a lifetime. Company is Costco. And the reason customers are obsessed with it has almost nothing to do with bulk toilet paper. It's actually one of the smartest psychological and business machines ever built. If you enjoy business, money, and hidden wealth stories, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because the truth is, some of the biggest opportunities are hidden where nobody is looking. At first glance, Costco looks almost boring. The warehouses are plain. The shelves are industrial. The stores feel more like giant storage facilities than retail destinations. There are no fancy decorations, no luxury branding, no flashy presentation. And yet Costco generates hundreds of billions of dollars in annual revenue. Even more surprising, many customers describe shopping there almost like a hobby. Some people visit without needing anything. Others drive hours just to browse. And every year, millions willingly renew their memberships. Why? Because Costco discovered something most retailers never fully understood. People don't just want low prices, they want to feel smart. And Costco has turned that feeling into a billion-dollar empire. To understand how this happened, we have to go back to the beginning. In the 1970s, a retail pioneer named Saul Price introduced a radical concept. Instead of making profits through huge markups, why not make money through membership fees? Customers would pay to enter. In exchange, they would receive access to extremely low prices. The idea was simple: make shoppers feel like insiders. People love exclusivity. Whether it's a country club, a private community, or a VIP membership, access itself creates value. Costco took that idea and perfected it. When customers hand over money for a membership, something fascinating happens psychologically. They immediately become invested. They feel like members instead of customers. And once people become members, they want to justify that decision. So they shop more, they spend more, and they remain loyal. But the membership fee is only the beginning. Most retailers make money by marking up products. Significantly, Costco does the opposite. The company limits its product markups to surprisingly low levels. This creates a powerful reputation. Customers begin to trust Costco, not occasionally, not selectively, almost completely. And trust is one of the most valuable assets any business can own, because once customers trust your pricing, they stop comparing every purchase. They assume they're getting a deal. That assumption becomes incredibly profitable, but here's where things become even more interesting. Walk through a Costco warehouse and you'll notice something strange. The product selection is actually small. Compared to traditional supermarkets, Costco carries far fewer items. At first, this sounds like a disadvantage. Wouldn't more options attract more customers? Not necessarily. Psychologists call it decision fatigue. Too many choices create stress. Costco removes that stress. Instead of 50 different versions of the same product, you might find only a handful. The message is subtle but powerful. We already did the research for you. Customers feel relieved. Shopping becomes easier, and easier decisions often lead to bigger purchases. Then there's the treasure hunt, one of Costco's most powerful secrets. Many products appear for a limited time, then they disappear, sometimes forever. Customers never know exactly what they'll find during their next visit. That uncertainty creates excitement. It transforms shopping into discovery. Suddenly, a routine grocery trip feels more like exploring hidden opportunities. And because customers fear missing out, they buy things immediately. Not next week, not tomorrow. Today. This is scarcity psychology in action, and Costco uses it brilliantly. But perhaps the most famous example of Costco's strategy comes from a single food item, the hot dog combo. For decades, Costco has sold a hot dog and soda combo at an unbelievably low price, despite inflation, despite rising costs, despite economic changes. The price barely moved. From a purely financial perspective, It makes little sense, but from a branding perspective, it's genius. That hot dog isn't just food, it's proof that Costco is fighting for customer value, proof that the company keeps its promises. And every customer who sees that price is reminded of why they trust the brand. Trust creates loyalty. Loyalty creates repeat business, and repeat business creates fortunes. But here's the part most people never realize. The real magic isn't in the products, it's in the business model. Many people assume Costco makes most of its money selling merchandise, but the hidden engine of the company is something else entirely. Membership fees. Those annual renewals generate billions of dollars. And because millions of customers renew year after year, the company gains an incredibly stable stream of income. Think about how powerful that is. Before a customer buys a single item, Costco has already generated revenue. That's a dream business model, predictable, recurring, reliable. Memberships create a financial foundation that many companies would envy. And because Costco doesn't need huge profits from every product sold, it can continue offering prices that reinforce customer trust. It's a self-reinforcing cycle. Lower prices create trust. Trust drives loyalty. Loyalty drives renewals. Renewals generate profits, and profits allow lower prices. The cycle continues. But Costco's obsession with value doesn't stop with customers. The company became famous for treating employees differently than many competitors. Higher wages, better benefits, lower turnover. At first glance, spending more on employees seems expensive. But Costco understands something many businesses ignore. Experienced employees create better customer experiences. Better experiences increase loyalty, and loyalty ultimately increases profits. Sometimes the cheapest decision becomes the most expensive. Costco chose the opposite path, and it paid off. As the years passed, Costco expanded across America and eventually around the world. Yet the core formula barely changed. Membership, trust, scarcity, value, repeat. Again and again, while competitors focused on flashy advertising campaigns, Costco focused on making customers feel like winners, and that's an incredibly powerful emotional strategy. People remember how a purchase makes them feel. Costco customers leave believing they saved money. They feel responsible, smart, efficient, even if they spent far more than they intended. That's the genius on the company isn't just selling products, it's selling confidence, and confidence keeps customers coming back. Looking ahead, Costco faces new challenges. E-commerce continues to reshape. Retail consumer habits evolve. Technology changes how people shop. But Costco's biggest advantage remains remarkably difficult to copy. Trust. Competitors can imitate prices, they can imitate warehouses, they can imitate memberships, but trust takes decades to build, and once established, it becomes one of the strongest competitive advantages in business. The story of Costco teaches a lesson far bigger than retail, that the most successful companies don't simply sell products, they understand human psychology, they understand emotion, they understand behavior, and they design systems that align with those realities. Costco didn't become a giant because it had the fanciest stores. It became a giant because it understood something fundamental about people. Everyone wants to feel like they're getting a better deal than everyone else, and few companies have turned that desire into a business empire as successfully as Costco. Because in the end, customers aren't obsessed with Costco because of what they buy there. They're obsessed because Costco convinced them they're winning every time they walk through the door. Good luck. Until next time.